Yep, nope. Hello, father. I haven't heard your name yet. See a sturdy, broad-shouldered man in his 40s. He's wearing a long, hand-embroidered shirt and homespun trousers with a frayed rope for a belt. His expression is sullen and unfriendly, hardened by a life of work, and his face hasn't seen a razor in quite a while. Don't really seem like the type to be killing, like, armed men. Attention. However, everyday chores not the only thing reflected in his face. You see his eyes are full of some sort of inexplicable sadness. Nothing but true grief could have caused this. The man notices you staring at him and snorts annoyed. Well, August did say sisters before he cut himself off and changed it to sister, so perhaps one of his daughters died. Maybe he sent the gangster guys after the daughter and they haven't returned or something. That's why they haven't come back so far. Because, I mean, these guys are paying protection to the gangsters and they do seem to actually give them protection, so I guess that could be right. I don't know what stories my offspring has told you, or what you have told him to make him let you in, but we don't like travelers here. We're not a guest house, so spit it out and we'll say our goodbyes. I have a feeling the first one's not gonna be good. Relax, man, let's just talk. Farmer stares at you for several long seconds, then casts a quick glance towards the shed where a rusty side leans against an unfinished wooden door. After a quick calculation, he speaks again. Don't try to scare me. Keep your shit together and perhaps you can have a nice chat. No problem. Should I say that first? I'm gonna ask him a few questions first. I don't want to like piss him off. He looks at you expectantly, but his body language, or rather its absence, tells you that he just wants you gone. This is a man whose only goal is to finish his daily chores, drain a bottle, and pass out till morning. What's your name, mate? The man looks at you scornfully, clearly feeling it's none of your business. Perhaps to get rid of you faster, he replies, Konstantin. Or do you need my full name? Konstantin Ivanovich, then. Don't tell me yours. You're leaving soon anyway, right? Well, I prefer to observe the formalities. My name is... The farmer appears completely uninterested. Ali Stephen Flea. I'm gonna just go with Igor. The name you give him fails to make the slightest impression. Okay, Igor. Call yourself... Lavrenti Beria for all I care. I didn't ask and I don't give a damn. Right, but what are you busy with? I'm working. I work my fingers to the bone, actually. Who else is going to feed my family? A tramp like you wouldn't understand. I guess. And what are you busy with? Oh, and whoops, I already said that. And what can you tell me about this place? Look around. It was supposed to be a manor. What you're seeing could be called a farm if one were feeling generous. You can see your companion's look is getting warmer. Apparently likes the topic you're discussing. Hard to build a nice, neat domicile when all your materials have been scavenged from smouldering ruins, but it keeps off the rain, and even the pigsty is solidly built, unlike some of the other houses in Otradno. And the fence, yeah. Me and my old lady, we were young when we built it. She had a bun in the oven then, our eldest, yet she worked alongside me every single day. I sawed and split the logs, she dug the holes. We spent our entire life on this patch of land, and now... He swallows a lump in his throat, and his face returns to its previous sullen expression. So what is making him sad then? Know any interesting rumors? Farmer closes his eyes and rocks on his heels. You think I have time for rumors, pal? You're killing me with your talk, draining my very soul. You're like a relentless, buzzing mosquito. Can't you see when it's time to leave a man in peace? You're worse than those mushroom cultists from Krasnoye. They're not bad exactly, but their droning about global unity could drive a man mad. Right. And there's not much fun in this place. I can see you're a big happy family. Why are you so sad then? For some reason your remark hurts the farmer. He answered through gritted teeth, his piercing gaze never wavering. What do you suggest I do? We're trying to run a farm here with too few workers. One pair of man's hands for the entire household. Farmer looks askance at the lad hunched over by the gate, who, neglecting every firearms rule, leans on his rifle as if it were a crutch, or uses the barrel to draw patterns in the dirt. So he's not happy with his son then. It's not easy for someone these days, but maybe something's happened? Oh, I wanna like a red rag to a bull with that one. That you're concerned about his problem doesn't endear you to him. On the contrary, it annoys the man. What do you care? Whatever happened is my responsibility. Mine and my family's. Did I ask you for help? Then don't pester me with your questions. Listen, man, I'm not asking just out of curiosity. I can help. Farmer looks at you with ill-disguised contempt. You can help me? That's a laugh. Solitude and isolation can become a problem for some people. You, for example, have lost your faith in humankind. Deep. Cutting. Oof. The man sighs bitterly. Isolation makes you naive, not distrustful. My issues with the world stem from being exposed to it for a long time, not from ignorance. I'm here to tell you you're wrong. Am I? And where am I wrong exactly? I already had my fill of motivational speeches before the war even started. It's a dog-eat-dog world, but it doesn't mean you can build a mutually beneficial relationship. That seems... yeah. Of course it doesn't, and I'm all for that. I were talking about people I know and trust. But sorry, you're not one of them, that. I can help you. Good God, we're mixing apples and oranges here. You can't help me, I'm not hiring, and I don't have any other problems. Now get out of here. God, I'm picking at this guy like a scab. Man, anyone can see you suffering. Why not get off your chest? Okay. Okay. Thought like a deck of cards, Farmer Constantine. Our daughter, Masha, died. She was killed. Get it? Those thugs killed her. Don't ask me who they were. I don't know who or why. All I know is they were beasts. You haven't been in the best of mood recently. Sigh and lower your eyes. He has not much to say. The man's face is as still as a statue's. He looks you over gloomily, but not enthused with your suggestion. He's mellowed enough to listen to your questions, but that's all he's willing to do. Fuck. So not what I expected. I'm gonna save first. I'll be honest with you. I was sent here to find someone. Head of the house seems different, but the word find made a vein under his left eye jerk treacherously before he manages to freeze his expression again. So what? Go ahead and search if that's what you want. The woods are vast, thank God, but maybe you'll find what you lost. But why come here? This isn't a guest house. We have plenty of mouths to feed, believe me. We don't accept lodgers and we don't need servants. That is a good point, actually, with the intellect one. He said, you know, you'll find them. Even. Yeah, find what you lost. I said I was looking for someone. How do you know it was more than one person? Farmer shudders at your veiled accusation. These are tough times, you understand. Who travels alone these days? Madmen, no one else. So it means that the guys you are looking for traveled in a group. But I haven't seen anyone, neither have my children. As for the wife, she hasn't left the yard in a month. Still, I think you misspoke and not guessed, friend. Listen, let's be honest. The farmer hesitates for a few seconds before sighing deeply. He avoids your eyes while speaking. What the hell did you? About a week ago, or maybe more, I saw 3 guys. They were passing through the woods. Looked like drunkards, all of them, even the young one. Or at least I thought he was the youngest. Behaved like gangsters. I do not have time for such jerks, as well as the people who look after them. Perhaps they're such good buddies. Perhaps because they're such good buddies. So I told you nothing. Now hurry up and catch up with them. You need to head east. Ooh, so many choices. They were passing through the woods. How are you able to comment on the way they behaved? A shrewd observation catches the ingenious farmer unawares. Wait, is it ingenious or ingenious? Oh, ingenious, oops. Did I say they were just passing? Of course, they tried to get in here too, but no one opened the gate for them. And when August, my son, fired in the air, they scattered like roaches. People I'm looking for wouldn't get spooked by a little gunfire, wouldn't they though? I reckon he knows who Dan is, but I don't want to know. Do I want to name drop him? I mean, I guess he's put 2 and 2 together. I don't really want to threaten him though. He's had a hard time. People I'm looking for won't get spooked by a little gunfire. Man wipes his sweating brow and looks you straight in the eye, barely stifling his rage. At long last he speaks, carefully enunciating every word, and now we get to it. And I was just about to say I didn't see a grave when I'm coming in, but I've literally just seen that there. Fuck. This is where you're wrong. They were cowards, all 3. Despicable, revolting cowards. Can you explain what happened between the 2 of you? The man's ox-like nostrils flare with rage. For a fraction of a second, it seems he'll jump at you without wasting words, but instead, he regains control. And suddenly, he goes quiet, his shoulders drooping. Those 3 bastards killed our daughter. Sons of bitches. We lowered our guards who were careless. We sent her to Big Berries in the woods nearby alone. That's where they... The farmer covers his eyes with his hands. His broad shoulders shake silently in grief. Then they had the nerve to come here to this very house, asked if they could spend the night here, and I allowed it. Such a moron, such an idiot. I should have been worried about my daughter, but she's done something like it before, left for the night. She was staying Petrovich and the Moonshiners. They would never touch her. They protect her. Petrovich told me not to let her go like that. The man no longer hides his tears. Suddenly he strikes himself in the forehead with his fist. Such an idiot, a fool. With no shame at all, these scumbags asked to stay the night. They said they were heading south to Krasnoznamony. Said they didn't like working here, wanted to try their luck in the big city. And they offered to sell my wife a pendant. Masha's pendant. She told me. So I went out to the yard where they pitched their tent to ask what happened. But I didn't need to. I overheard the scum talking about the fire. About the girl in the woods who they ravished. And then butchered. Yeah, I'm not even going to say anything there. The farmer lowers his red swollen eyes, clenches his giant fist until you hear the knuckles pop. I killed them. All three of them with the butcher knife. I cut the oldest guy open from sternum to groin. The middle one I cut his throat. And the youngest I lifted in the air and smashed his head against the door frame like that. The man's fist hits his open palm with a thick smack. Smashed his skull to bits. The farmer lowers his hands and again focuses his absent gaze on you. He looks utterly enervated as if these painful memories are draining completely. Oof. Two bad questions. Did you at least find Masha's body? He sighs deeply and nods. I did, later on. They'd not even covered her, just a handful of earth on her face and body. I dug a proper grave, of course. You must have seen it already, but I can't make myself visit the grave. And what do you do with their bodies? The man waves apathetically in the direction of the pigsty. Pigs are not picky eaters. What you put before them disappears, and quickly. Exactly the burial those three deserved. Damn it, Farmer Constantine. You should have kept them here. I'd have helped. I wonder whether I was too late. Fuck. No, because they've been missing a while, haven't they, when I was sent on the quest. Can imagine it's not easy. Farmer nods. His anger and vitality have vanished now. He seems tired and listless. Achievement get. Holy shit. Number 4. I hear back at 10. Look, I don't blame you for any of this. You did the right thing. The man spits off to the side and shrugs. Now you know everything, so go. Report to whoever you like. It doesn't matter. There's no escaping fate. See you later. Fuck. That sucks. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm not dobbing this guy into Dan though. That can fuck off if he wants me to. I mean, maybe he'll be okay with it. He seems to run a tighter ship than most normal bandits. I'll see what he says. First of all, though, let's wait until night here. Oh, there she is. Oh, I thought she was asking me to meet her by that farm over there. It's by that. Oh. Oh, now I know why that big bush that you can walk through is there. Okay. See, a nice young girl and a simple. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, wow. Even the background's changed for a picture, for a portrait. Wow, that's really cool. Huh. You've come. Hello. Wonderful night, isn't it? Engaging conversation about the perfection of nature. Fidel, get out of here. Oh, God. He's just watching. Urgh. Which one's me? I guess that's her. Oh, wow. Can I spin the camera? I'm not going to zoom in. Actually, I'm going to zoom in. I don't think I can get any closer than that, though. Fidel, you're supposed to be looking the other way, standing guard. Yay. And my endurance skill isn't great. Oh. Ouch, wow, you're one hell of a tiger. Love Guru, more achievements. Am I able to get out? Hold on. Can I actually enlist her? I'm just like walking. Can I not run? You've healed no health points. Wait, am I? Oh, I'm over encumbered because of hunger. Damn it! I wanted to kind of talk to her, but. Right, let's talk to her real quick. It is Saturday in game, I think, so I'm going to need to pretty much report to Dan, then head back for the lottery. I don't think I'm going to win anything, but I might as well give it a go. Oh. Rest for an hour. And another. What's with you lazy bumpkins? Oh, there we go. Seeing you, she blushes and lowers her eyes. A smile wanders across her face. Hello, hi. I mean, we can always talk about anything. Should I pick at wounds? I have a couple of urgent questions. Of course, ask. How's life on the outskirts of civilization? The girl sighs dreamily, folds her arms, and peers at distant lands only she can see. When I threaten Dad that I'll die of boredom if he doesn't show me the big city, or at least one of the trade settlements to the north, he says boredom is the price we have to pay for safety. Perhaps he's right, but I still want to see the world. This farm, it's a good place, don't get me wrong. We grow our own food, there's clear running water at our gate, but I've seen it all so many times. I've explored everything, touched everything. There's nothing surprising, or new, or interesting left here. Last winter our neighbours, the ones who brew moonshine, brought us lollipops from Krasno's pneumonia. I'll never forget it. It was so beautiful. This red rooster on a stick. I took it in my mouth and sucked at it, and burst out crying. Even though it was tasty and sweet, but at that moment, I realised I wasn't a little girl anymore. Until that day, a lollipop had been a thing from a book or my parents' stories. How much more is there that I've never seen or tried? I'm dying to know it all, to see it all. Look, you mentioned some neighbours who brew moonshine. Can you show me on the map where they live? I kind of want to say the second option, but I do want to ask that as well. Of course, give it here. Hand the girl the map, and she marks on the site with the cross. You look carefully at the new locations, you label it the Drunken Lair before pushing the map back into your rucksack. What do you occupy yourself with here? The girl smiles, although her expression doesn't reach her sad, bleak eyes. I like working with animals. I like the hens and the piglets. At least it's not predictable as cooking or gardening. They're always up to some kind of mischief. Our head swine, Eugene, for example, recently fell ill. He had stomach problems, can you believe it? Poor thing. I felt so sorry for him. I go to the pigsty at night to sing lullabies and stroke his fat snout. And what do you think happened? He got better. He's probably overcoming his stomach problems from eating all those bodies. Now he walks and eats and drinks like a healthy piggy should. I don't think it was sympathy that helped, though. He overcame his illness himself. Come to think of it, that's a stupid story. And it's stupid for me to feel happy for him. We'll be 2 sides of pork by winter anyway. He's getting better, made no difference at all, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of grim, really. Learned anything interesting from your parents? He sets her arms akimbo. Have you forgotten already? I'm a good cook, although I don't like cooking and no one else likes what I cook. I'm good at washing and cleaning up and... Wait. I'm a good cook, although I don't like cooking and no one else likes what I cook. Huh, contradiction of terms there. I'm good at washing and cleaning up, and I can also just shoot a little. Let's change the subject before you kill me. Anything interesting you want to tell me? She chuckles ironically and rolls her eyes. That's one hell of a request. You know it's impossible, right? To say something interesting when the furthest you travelled in a year is to the rusty standpipe in the forest. Although, She furrows her brow and rubs at her temples. I could tell you the story of my name. I've always liked it. What's your name, by the way? Yeah, I never asked her name, actually. He goes waiting with obvious interest. Beetroot the Barbarian. the Buddhist terrorist Kama Sutra Danbabe. Okay, I'm just gonna go with Igor. Igor shakes your hand lightly, mocking a formal greeting. Nice to meet you, Igor. I'm Beetruta. Ah, Beetruta, that was it. She wasn't the other one, yeah. Quite an unusual name, isn't it? Wonderful name for a wonderful person. Young Beetruta smiles and winks at you. Once again, you marvel at Mother Nature, which gave birth to something so innocent, childlike and pure, yet at the same time so amazingly attractive and tempting. Thank you. To be honest, I always worried that I would introduce myself to a stranger and they'd mock me. I'm so glad you're not like that. Maybe others won't do it either. When at last I get to travel the wide world outside. The girl pauses to think, then claps her hands. Clasps? Was it clasps? No, it was claps. So why did I bring the subject to my name, you ask? That's fine. When I was still in my mum's belly, a terrible drought came and ruined our orchard and vegetable garden. Many animals died too, both in the stables and in the woods. The only thing that survived was autumn sown beetroot that Dad hadn't even wanted to plant. So that's what we ate until October. Dad, Mum, August, and me in my mum's belly. The late autumn when I was born was the time when mutants started coming out of our forest. Dad shot quite a number of them, huge spiders and myrmics. They're actually not bad to eat if you cut them properly, so they helped us last until the next harvest, but Mum and Dad never forgot the gift of beetroot. That's why when I was born they called me Beetruta, after the humble vegetable that saved their lives, you see? I admit, that is quite a nice story. I'm going to say before I say that last one. My condolences. I just heard what those bastards did to your sister, Mesha. The girl flinches and her face goes white. Her hands are trembling. She bites her lower lip and looks at you with a mix of pain and despair. Don't talk about it, please. I'll simply start speaking to you if you go on. I'm very sorry if it's any consolation. The girl cut you off mid-sentence with a sharp gesture. Just don't, please. Can we not talk about it? Before you have any time to respond, she calms down. Her red cheeks suggest she regrets her rudeness. I'm sorry, but I want to put this horrible thing behind me. I'm not strong enough to live with it lurking constantly in the back of my mind. Try to understand, okay? Okay, maybe later then. I kind of like exploring conversation options, but those ones are pretty rough. Where's the wife, actually? Yeah, no, I can't talk to her. And August definitely mentioned her, didn't he? I think. I just want to talk, man. Yep, no. So it's just yeah, it's grim shit. Right, let's get back to the factory then. I need to have words to Dan about his inferiors. So that was it then, as I expected. What time is it? Do I actually have the time to go back? It's 10:31 on Saturday. Yeah, I guess. So pay the drunken tunnel. What, the drunken lair visit first? Oh god, that's the death tunnel. Right, drunken lair. It is kind of on the way anyway. No, I need to come to death tunnel anyway. I'm gonna go to the abandoned factory, get back to the lottery, and also sell some stuff at the town, and then I'm gonna go. Speaking about selling stuff, go to the drunken lair in the death tunnel when I've not got that time hanging over me. Nope. How do we get to the death tunnel actually? I have to go right the way around. I'm fairly sure I can use this guy's jetty. I won't have to go right the way around past Paragon to get there. Hell of a journey. Right, let's just concentrate on getting to that Oh, never mind. Animal trail. Do I want to hunt? Let's see what it is actually. If it's a bear. Oh, no, never mind. Not today, hunter. What skill is that based on? Like survival or? Not stealth. Oh yeah, there is survival. Ah, so yeah, 30%. So yeah, that'll be what that is. God's sake. You've been ambushed by cult members. No. Hello there again. I seem to be meeting you Doomsday cult members quite often. Yes, I'm still friendly. Still believing in the cult. Goodbye. Scientology is the way. Yeah, I'll have to start heading back as soon as I do this bit. Dan, you dude's fucked up and got killed. Also, I couldn't find any of the weapons, which makes me sad. I don't want to dob them in, so if it comes down to it, I'm just going to lie to him, tell them they disappeared somewhere else, but I refuse to let him hurt those farmers any more than his men already have done. But there's no way I can take on this entire place. Know what I want to, right now anyway. Right, let's give it a go then. Hello there, Dan. Ah, Igor, what's brought you here? I've come to report. Go on then. I'd like to report a woman that's living in the factory posing as a man? Why would that even matter? I'm just gonna click that option, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know why would I need to... Weird. Don't even really want to say that to him, even if he knows. It's a bit funny. Huh. Country report. I found out what happened to the three brothers. Good lightning strike. Good lightning strike. And also the shrugs that showing too much emotion. Alright, report. Those three killed the farmer's older daughter and got what was coming to them. The father of the family killed all of them. Dan's face turns grim. He clenches, unclenches his fist several times and finally looks up at you. Well, it's surely an oversight on my part. Alright, answer me this. Did the farmers know who sent those three idiots? Did I tell him? I don't think I said Dan, did I? I said I need to report. No, they don't know. Dan stares you in the eye for a while and nods with uncertainty. Fine, I believe you. Even though it's a very serious matter which could potentially cost them their life. Why? The villagers aren't guilty of anything. They're just trying to protect themselves. Ah, that's not good to do in front of a crime boss, is it? Well, in that case, they're in luck. What's next? Don't rush me. Give me a sec. Dan gestures you to be quiet for a while. He quickly writes something down in his notebook and finally acknowledges your existence. Listen here. You completed the assignment and you did well. I appreciate that. To start, here's your cut. The leader takes out a bundle of bills from his bosom and hands it to you. It's 700 rubles. It's very good money. Denis Denisovich, you know that this wasn't an easy assignment. I had to use all my diplomatic magic with the farmers. Maybe a little raises in order? Dan smirks and nods. Well, now I know how you got them to cooperate. Good on you for knowing how to smooth talk anybody into anything. Fine, this talent should be recognized. Here, an extra 50 rubles, but not a single kopeck more. That is better. You take 750 rubles, and after quickly counting them, you nod to the factory boss. Denis Denisovich? By the moment you finish your sentence, the mob leader is going through his notebook, obviously looking for something he's written down in the past. He's not even listening to you anymore. Finally, he nods at you and hides his notebook back in his bosom. Oh, well, fine. It's in the past, at least for now. At the moment, I have a different assignment for you. I think you'd be happy to know that, unlike your previous tasks, this assignment is foolproof. Even a dog could do it. But with something at least partially resembling a human, it should take that much less time. In a few words, you need to scout out a certain place that everyone's talking about lately, but no one has any useful information about it. I'm talking about the so-called Roaring Forest, known as the Rattling Forest or the Rumbling Forest, and there's a lot more such names. Give me a map, I'll mark it for you, but it's all legwork after that. When you get there, look around, take a stroll in the neighborhood, talk to the locals, should there be any. Find out why the Roaring Forest roars, and that's it. Do you understand? Dan takes your map and marks the location for you. That sounds concerning. Am I going to be fighting an angry of army ents? I don't even have an Isengard that I can lure them towards. What are your most widespread theories as to why it's roaring? An underground railway, a secret bunker of the Communist Party, mutants, magic, you name it. I'm inclined to believe that those are just fluctuations of the Earth's surface, but I cannot be completely certain. And why are you interested in that forest? If the rumours are true, and there is a secret bunker or laboratory or an underground railway, I want to get that place under my total control. Simple, really. Well, time to start working on the assignment then. And, yeah, that went well. The farmers are okay. I wonder what would have happened if I would have said, you know, they know. But I didn't say Dan, did I? So, I don't think. I'm fairly sure. I'm fairly sure I didn't say Dan.